Dear students of Standard 9, welcome to Botany class. How are you everybody? Hope you all are well and safe by the grace of Allah. In this class, we are going to discuss a most important topic from chapter 2, that is stages of mitosis cell division. So, our today's topic is stages of mitosis cell division. You know that the process of cell division by which nucleus and chromosome of an eukaryotic cell divides only once, forming two daughter cells of eukaryote equal size, equal number of chromosome and characters is known as mitosis cell division. Mitosis cell division is also called equational division, and it is a non-stop, continuous, sequential process. The mitosis is a continuous process and it cannot be separated into stages as to the 7 rainbow colors, which do not have specific line of demarcation. And during mitosis cell division, karyokinesis usually followed by the cytokinesis. Here you know that there are two phases of cell division, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis is come from two words, karyon means nucleus and kinesis means division, and cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm or cytoplasmic division. Here, during mitosis cell division, karyokinesis is usually followed by cytokinesis. Karyokinesis and cytokinesis represent the division of nucleus and the division of cytoplasm respectively. But before starting division, a cell has to prepare itself. This stage is called interphase. So, interphase is before starting karyokinesis and cytokinesis, a cell has to prepare itself. This stage is called interphase stage. Everybody observe the figure. This one is a cell cycle. The stage between consecutive cell division is called interphase. Interphase covers a large period, almost 90 to 95% of time of cell cycle. Previously, the step was considered as resting phase, but in 1950, it was found that it is a very active step. In this step, DNA replication takes place and the necessary protein, nucleic acid components are synthesized. This interphase, if you see this figure, this portion, that means 90 to 95% times covered the interphase space of cell division. Interphase step has got three specific phases, that is G1, S and G2. After completing the G1, S and G2 phase, the M phase will start. Here M phase will be mitosis cell division. The mitosis cell division divided into 5 phases. These 5 phases is a prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Now everybody see the different stages of mitosis cell division. This is the longest stage of mitosis cell division. See the figure, this one is the figure of prophase. The nucleus become larger in size. In this stage, nucleus become larger in size. Why nucleus become larger in size? Because in this stage, the nucleus absorb large amount of water and chromosome condense and become visible. Spindle fiber emerge from the centrosome. Spindle fiber is a protein structured fiber-like structure, okay, which produce inside the plant's body. At this stage, each chromosome spread longitudinally, but centromere remains intact. Each part of chromosome is known as chromatid. Okay everybody, then here dehydration starts in the cells, especially in the chromosome. When strained, the chromosomes are visible under microscope. Clear everybody? Now let's see the second stage of mitosis cell division. The second stage of mitosis cell division is a pro-metaphase stage. Here everybody see this figure. Here at this stage, spindle apparatus is developed from two poles. This one dot-like structure, this fiber-like structure, this one is called spindle apparatus. Okay, and spindle apparatus consists of protein fibers. The spindle apparatus is developed from two poles. Here this one is one pole and that one is another pole. The middle part of two pole is called equator. Okay everybody, the middle part of the cell is called equator. The fibers which are separated from one pole to another pole, these are called spindle fiber. Here everybody see, here the fiber like structure which is spreaded from one pole to another pole, the dot like part, this one is called traction fiber or spindle fiber. Here is written traction fiber. So what is the meaning of traction fiber? The fiber attached to centromere of each chromosome is called traction fiber or chromosomal fiber. Everybody see the characteristics of this stage. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus almost disappear. Here this one is a nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappear. At this stage, spindle apparatus that is consists of protein is developed from two poles. And traction fiber, the fiber attached to its centromere of each chromosome is called traction fiber. In animal cells, ester rays are radiated from the centriole present in the two poles. Okay, this one is the pro-metaphase stage of plant cell. You know that in the plant cell there is no centriole, but in animal cell centriole is present and which produces ester ray during mitosis cell division. At the end of this stage, chromosomes start arranging at the equator of the cell. Okay everybody, now let's see the next phase, that means third stage of mitosis cell division. The third stage of mitosis cell division is a metaphase stage. In the metaphase stage, all the chromosomes are arranged at the equatorial region. Okay, everybody see this figure, all the chromosomes are arranged at the equatorial region. Okay, so here the arrangement of the chromosome at the equatorial region is called metakinesis. Clear everybody? The arrangement of the chromosome at the equatorial region is called metakinesis. And in this stage, chromosome become most shortest, thickest and clear. Here, centromere of each chromosome remains at the equatorial and the arms of the chromosome remains to the towards the poles. And at the end of this stage, two chromatids become clearly visible. Okay, at the end of this stage, two chromatids become visible. Here this portion is called two chromatid. So that the two chromatids can be separated in this stage. Okay, anaphase stage. Everybody see this figure. In this figure, the centromere of chromosome now split so that two independent daughter chromosomes, each with its own centromere, are formed. Here everybody see this figure. This in metaphase stage, the chromosomes are arranged at the equatorial region. Okay, but in the starting of this phase, the centromere of the chromosome now split. Here centromere divided into two parts, so that two independent daughter chromosomes are formed. I think you know that what is centromere. Centromere is a point. Here everybody see, centromere is a point where two chromatids are attached. Okay, two chromatids are attached. Here the separated chromatids of each chromosome move towards the poles by traction fiber. Okay. Here the fiber where centromeres are attached, this fiber is called traction fiber. Okay, centromeres are attached with the traction fiber. So separated chromatids of each chromosome moves towards the pole by traction fiber. During movement of chromosome, centromere remains ahead while the arms follow them. Here, by the attraction of pole to the centromere, everybody see, by the attraction of pole to the centromere moves towards the pole, but the arm remain at the equatorial region. Okay, and in this stage, different types of chromosomes are to be seen, such as V-shaped chromosome, L-shaped chromosome, J-shaped chromosome, and I-shaped chromosome. That means in this movement, depending upon the location of centromere, chromosome take different shape like V, L, J, and I-shaped chromosome. V-shaped chromosome is called metacentric chromosome, and L-shaped chromosome is called submetacentric chromosome. J-shaped chromosome is called acrocentric chromosome, and I-shaped chromosome is called telocentric chromosome. Everybody see this figure. Here, this one is a metacentric figure. Okay, metacentric chromosome. Here, the chromosome look like a V shape. That means centromeres are located at the middle region. Then telocentric chromosome, centromeres are located at the end of the chromosome. This one is a I-shaped chromosome. That means telocentric. Okay, submetacentric. When centromere remain at the side of the chromosome, that means one arm is large and another one is smaller. Okay, this one is called L-shaped chromosome. This L-shaped chromosome is called submetacentric chromosome. Okay, and acrocentric, this one is a J-shaped chromosome. Okay, centromeres are located at the end of the chromosome. This one is called acrocentric chromosome. So we can say that depending upon the location of centromere, chromosome takes different shape. That means English alphabet. Okay, that means V, L, J, and I shape. V-shaped chromosome is called metacentric chromosome. I-shaped chromosome is called telocentric chromosome. Submetacentric chromosome, that means L-shaped chromosome, and J-shaped chromosome is called acrocentric chromosome. And at the end of this stage, the spindle fibers are disappear. Spindle fibers are disappear. Okay. The anaphase stage comes to at end when the daughter chromosome reaches to the opposite pole. That means due to contraction of traction fiber and the expansion of the stem body formed in the cytoplasm is causes of movement of chromosome. Now everybody, let's see the second one, that means telophase. Telophase is the last phase of mitosis cell division. Okay, in this stage the daughter chromosome takes position in the two opposite poles. Everybody see this figure here. The daughter chromosome takes their opposite pole. Hydration takes place in the chromosome. Okay, as a result, chromosomes start expanding and gradually become thin and long. Here, chromosome take water from the cytoplasm. Okay, here dehydration takes place, means chromosome take water from the cytoplasm, and by the absorption of water, chromosomes start expanding and gradually become thin and long. And finally, nuclear membrane and nucleolus. Everybody see this figure. The round portion is called nuclear membrane, and this one, a black circle, this one is called nucleolus. So in this stage, nucleolus and nuclear membrane reappear. Okay. Here see, Finally, nuclear membrane reappears around the two daughter nuclei. Nucleolus also reappear. In this way, two daughter nuclei formed as two poles and sign the end of karyokinesis. Okay? And in this stage, spindle apparatus gradually disappear. Here everybody sees the dotted portion is called spindle apparatus. This spindle apparatus gradually disappear, and at the equatorial region gradually a cell plate develop. Everybody see this figure here, cell plate develop. Okay, so we can say that after finishing the mitosis cell division, two daughter nuclei, that means two daughter cells are formed which contain same number of chromosomes, that is the mother cell. That is why this mitosis cell division is called equational division. After karyokinesis, cytokinesis start. I think you know karyokinesis means division of nucleus. Here division of nucleus is finished. After karyokinesis, then cytokinesis start. Everybody see this figure, cell plate is developed. That means cytokinesis, division of cytokinesis start here. Now see the cytokinesis. I think cytokinesis means, division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. At the end of telophase, cytokinesis start. Okay. Here everybody see this figure. In case of plant cell, at the equatorial region, the small particle here at the equatorial region, everybody see this figure. This one is a equatorial region. At the equatorial region, the small particles secreted by the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the small particles secreted by the endoplasmic reticulum and phragmoplast are deposited and combined together to form a membrane. This membrane is called plasma membrane. Cell wall is developed by the deposition of hemicellulose, pectin and other components on the plasma membrane. So first here cell plate develop, but on the cell plate there is deposited phragmoplast of endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies. So here is cell membrane is formed. On the cell membrane there is another deposition takes place. That means hemicellulose, pectin and other components on the cell membrane. Cell wall is formed. By the formation of cell wall, the mother cell divided into two daughter cell. Okay. But in case of animal cell, a cleavage furrow appears on the surface of the dividing cell. A cleavage furrow. Everybody see this figure here. This one is a furrow. A cleavage furrow is developed at the surface, on the surface of the dividing cell, and encircles it at the midline of the spindle. The cleavage furrow is depends and pinches the plasma membrane or cell membrane as through it wire being tightened by an invisible rubber band, and gradually draws the furrow inward. Finally, the folding edge of the plasma membrane meet fuses and completing the cell division. By this way, two daughter cells are formed. Okay, everybody, this one is the stages of mitosis cell division, and this is how one cell divided into two daughter cell which contains same number of chromosomes that of the mother cell. Okay, everybody, today up to this. Next class we will explain the meiosis cell division. Okay, thank you everybody.